Hello, everybody. All right. As you guys know, I'm going on a new venture to try to offset the lost YouTube revenues, but also to stabilize my income earning situation. So in that quest, I was looking for a job that I could do potentially anywhere, you know, and basically have it so that I could manage it and operate it even from a vehicle if need be, even from another country. So I've decided to go with a cyber store, an online cyber store, which we already have at stuffvan.com. There's a store there, an online shop, but it's just not really used. But I'm going to be rebuilding all that. And I've been shopping around for vendors, suppliers, as well as items to put into the store. Now, my original plan was to get items that I actually use, that I buy and install and test out and use. The problem is this that I'm running into. Hey, Kira, good to see you on here. It's actually noon here. You probably night where you are, right? But it's like hot. It's like almost 12 here. But anyhow, one of the problems I'm running into is this. I'm originally buying the stuff that I know I might be able to use, or I might want to use on my own van builds, or just for survival type gear that I want to have. So that's what I've been buying, and that's what I'm initially going to be listing as the items available for purchase, because then we can do a review on it and see if it's good or bad. If it's bad, obviously, I'm not going to put it in the store. But if it's good, you can see it in action, and you'll know, that it does work, or it's as advertised. Because a lot of times when you're shopping online, they sell you all these things, and they list all these items and specifications that are wrong. What they say it is and what it really is usually wrong when you're buying it online, especially, if it's like cheap, which is what we're heading towards. I mean, I don't want to go just cheap and bad. I want to go cheap and good value. Okay, so I'm not going to go high end just because I can't afford it. But also, if you can afford high end, you probably aren't going to be needing to shop from my store. You're going to be shopping on the mainstream sites, buying the top of the line items. And a lot of people who go high end, they might not even do their own build. They probably pay a person or a company to build their vehicle out. But I'm trying to get items that people might find useful for living in a car, living in a van, survival type stuff. So I was looking initially at what I think might be an affordable solar panel kit, minus the batteries. Could look into getting batteries, but the problem I have with batteries is they're big, they're bulky, and they're expensive. And I don't want to be ordering like a whole bunch of batteries just because I would end up with a bunch of batteries that I can't store anywhere. So I'm kind of leaning away from that. Also, those kind of items, some people might just go in the store and pick them up. I tend to lean towards cheaper stuff, which means getting off-the-shelf components. And then the other thing I found in my quest for stocking the store is that a lot of the items that are coming from overseas right now, there's a huge tariff on them. So the shipping cost is like crazy. It's like super expensive. So items that should be cheap, to get them right now in the United States, it's too expensive. We're talking not even the top of the line stuff, but shipping costs on some small items. Like I was looking into the portable beds, the kind you blow up, that you put in the middle seat, of a car, like the second seat of a car for somebody trying to live out of their car. Those blow up beds, they're somewhat affordable, but the shipping cost is as much as $90. $90 to ship that thing. And it's just a little vinyl bed. It's a blow up bed. So I am leaning away from ordering those items, waiting for the tariff to go away, because it's too expensive right now. So there are certain things that I can't even stock the store with, or don't want to stock the store with, just because I guess there's like a trade embargo with China. There's some kind of issue going on right now with the United States and China. So like if you wanted to ship a pen, let's say you wanted to ship a 99-cent pen, it could cost $100 or something crazy like that. So I'm looking around at different vendors, different companies, different suppliers, but I was wondering if you guys had in mind anything that you might want, you know, that you think might be useful for van living. Like some of the items that I've currently got on order, a showering system. You know, for the system I decided to go with wasn't necessarily the cheapest, but one that I think is going to be the most convenient. It doesn't require a build. It's basically a shower head on one end, and on the other end it's like a pump, and it has power, you know, so it's electrical. But instead of going with like a 12-volt system, which you'd have to plug into a cigarette lighter or something, or wire directly, I opted for a rechargeable unit that has like a battery, like a lithium battery in it or whatever, and you recharge it through a USB port. So we'll try that out and see if that works and stuff. But so it's not necessarily the cheapest. We're looking for cheap but a good value. So I'm trying to get things that don't require too much setup. And then some other systems that I was looking at, even though I myself would not use it, include stuff for, like, you know how some people like a little bit of luxury, like they might want running water in their vehicle. So the options I had that I was looking at, I'll let this big semi pass before I try to cut over. I don't want to cut in front of them, get squished by a semi. But anyhow, the options that I was looking at for stuff like a sink or something like that, because, you know, I don't really use a sink. I don't build out my vehicle with a sink because I think it's almost like to me it's almost like overkill. It's not necessary. But a lot of van dwellers, they want to make their van look nice, they want to make it look all fancy, so they put in a sink. And, you know, your choice then when you have a sink is you can have a water pump system with a hand pump, a manual pump, or you could have like electric. And, you know, I don't know if I should buy those items just to show them off, or maybe people aren't really that interested in them, you know. Because if I buy them, I don't think I'm going to install it. I might install it just to build something to show you how it would be done and used. But then, you know, I just built something for nothing, really, just for show. So I haven't ordered those kind of items, although they might be useful. Basically, I've been thinking of things that people might need in a van. Like basically solar charging system to keep your battery maintained, maybe even charge it up. Considering potentially a cooking system, but the issue that I'm running into is multinational. See, a lot of the items have accessories for European, you know, 220, 240, 110, 115, 120 volt plugs and stuff, and 12 volts versus 24 volts. We run into all those issues because now we're going multinational. I think most of my audience is probably going to be United States. So currently I'm gearing mostly towards the United States. If I get to Thailand, I may end up ordering some stuff that would work in Thailand or maybe even in Europe and stuff. You know, those are issues that you run into. Other things that I've considered getting are like things for entertainment, like the gaming systems, you know, that you can order. But I'm thinking maybe they're just so niche that people would just rather order them through another source. I don't know if I want to have them or not, you know, stock it in my store. Really, the cost of it for me, everything would just be like one item, because I want to buy it and I want to test it and make sure it's, you know, decent quality for the price before I sell it. I don't want to, because a lot of people get so disappointed. They see all these items that look so good online and then you order it and it's a piece of crap. So, you know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just list an item and not know that it's really what it says it is and that it actually is good. So typically I'm going to be ordering things. But see, that's the issue I'm running into right now. It's like some of the items, they're really nice or they look nice online and they would be like nice accessories. But I don't want to order it because I don't have room in my build. I don't have any place to store all this stuff. And I don't want to spend, you know, potentially hundreds of dollars ordering stuff that I'm not going to use. What do you guys think about that? Should I list those items anyways? Like one of the items I was looking at is like a complete, it's like a, I'm trying to think. It's like a kitchen sink. I think it's a kitchen sink and maybe even a bathroom or something. It's a combination unit. So some of those items would be useful for somebody building a van but doesn't want to do the plumbing and stuff. They just want to buy a self-contained unit, just stick it in a corner or something. So should I list items like that and not order it myself? Then what I do is I run the risk of putting an item in the store that might not be good, that might not be good enough quality. You know, it might be crap. Or maybe I only do that if I've reviewed, but see, even when you review the items, sometimes when you order stuff, you know, from overseas, they're knockoff items. So even though the real item got reviewed and it had good reviews, the one you're ordering might be a knockoff and it might be crappy. So, you know, I'm trying to find the suppliers that I know that I can get the same item from. The other thing I'm learning as I start to do this whole drop shipment thing and trying to hook up with suppliers is that a lot of suppliers are basically just other people that are setting up their own little shops. And what they did was they ordered directly from the manufacturer. You know, like they went to the manufacturer and they bought it in bulk. So they buy the item in bulk, so they get a really good deal on it, and then they resell it at their price, or they put together kits of different items. And that all sounds good until you realize that they're basically just like me. It's some dude or some dudette putting a bunch of items together, making kits. And they're at the whim of the manufacturer, like if the stuff runs out. So some of the items that I list, they could end up running out of stock. Like, you know, because I might be ordering it and they say there's like 100 or 1,000 units available, and it's so popular, then like next month, there's 0 available. So the store's going to have to be one that is very fluid. It's going to change very often. So that means if you see an item on there that you really think you want, I would advise you grab it because it might not be available next week. And, you know, and then the other thing I will give a warning about is if you order it, remember, you're ordering it through me, then I got to order it through the supplier. And if you order it through me and I contact the supplier and it's not available anymore, then I'm just going to refund your money. You know, because stuff could sell out fast, especially the kind of items that we'd be selling for van dwelling and living in a car and stuff, because a lot more people are getting into it. You know, a lot more people are having to do it. So those items are becoming hot commodities. But yeah, let me know what you would like to see in the store. If you think I have to try everything out, or if you think I can just list things that I think would be useful, you know, that people might want. That way I don't have to order, because there's like cool things that I think people might want, like in a van build, like they have doorknobs, you know, little cabinet knobs that are like push button activated. So if you build your own custom cabinet, you know, you can lock it by pushing a button. And those are pretty cool. They're kind of expensive though. But, you know, I don't want to order a whole bunch of them and then I don't know if they're going to be available, but I don't know if they might be useful for somebody building a van out. They're nice. Like if you want to have a quality looking build with nice cabinets with push button knobs, you know, they would be useful. But me, I'm not going to do that. And I'm also not sure how fluid those things are, like as far as how long they stay in stock. They might run out. So let me know your thoughts. You can put the comments in the comments here in the live, or if you get this video later, you can put it in the comments section and I'll review it. But let me know if you think it's mandatory that I check everything out myself. If I check everything out myself, then the store offerings is going to be kind of limited, because I'm only going to order stuff that I will actually use, or, you know, have place to store, or can easily get rid of. I can't just, and then I can't order super expensive stuff. You know, like a refrigerator, freezer, or something. Those things would get expensive, and I'm not going to order all of those. But let me know if you think I should list them. You know, because some people might want them. So if people want them, I could list them, and then people would order them. But it's kind of ordering blind, you know, because I don't know what they're like. I haven't tested it out personally. So put down your thoughts. Also, if you're wanting me to order specific items, like to test out, like somebody had requested like a Wi-Fi extender or a Wi-Fi booster, I'm looking into that. I've ordered one. I'm trying to get one that's a cross between price and ease of use, flexibility, but also to make sure it's going to work. Because a lot of times you order these things and you hook them up and then they don't work, or they don't work as you thought they would. So, you know, I'm trying to find cell phone boosters, so if you're out in a little bit more remote area, you get a better signal, so your phone will work. But I'm also trying to get Wi-Fi so that people can try to get free Wi-Fi, you know, without making a home build one, but trying to buy a commercial one. But I'm not sure how they work, so I'm learning as we go along. But as soon as I get the item, I'll put together the video and you can see it in action and see if it works or doesn't work, or if I get the wrong product. So let me know your thoughts. I hope that you guys are all staying safe wherever you are, and that you're going to have a good Thanksgiving this year, at least the best that you can make of it. My Thanksgiving this year will be very simple. I'm not going to do too much. I'm planning on having ribs. Yeah, it'll be a ribs Thanksgiving, a pork ribs Thanksgiving. And I may go ahead and broadcast just to share Thanksgiving with you guys. But I'm not going to do anything too fancy. I'm going to spend the Thanksgiving weekend mostly cleaning the RV, trying to get the RV under control and organized so that I'll have a nice home. And once I get that done, I'll show you what it looks like. I do appreciate all of you for stopping by, and wanted to thank everybody once again for your kind words, your kind thoughts regarding the death of my son, and ask you to continue your prayers for my ex-fiance. That was her son. Just keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Each and every one of you are in my thoughts and prayers. So thank you again for joining us, and until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. Bye-bye now.